Joined by head coach Christian Staple from Benedictine University. They just completed and won the 8th match of the NCAA Division III Men's Volleyball Championship in Salem, Virginia. Coach, you're on to the semifinals. Comments from tonight's match, please.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was, again, we know coming into this tournament, like nothing's going to be easy. And, just coming in, knowing we had to do work, we felt good about the scout and where we were at and just finding ways, again, we talk about, who needs to be good for us. And, Olsen was good for us early on. Grigo wasn't great early on. But, I'm joined with Nate here right now, and he was consistent all match, and he had a fantastic game. But I think that's the biggest thing for us, is just picking each other up. And even when it wasn't pretty in sets 1 and 2, we just stayed consistent and we stayed positive what we were trying to do. So, that's the message. Like, how can we pick each other up? Give the person next to you what they need. And if you don't know what they need, then ask them, and then we can help each other that way. So,
yeah. All due respect to the process here, getting to this point of the championship out here right now, and the work that you did to put in the result that you did tonight. But if somebody told you you're going to win in straight sets in this match before it happened, what would your reaction have been?
Wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe you last night. I wouldn't believe you today either. So, again, but these guys, they have the work ethic and they have the skill to do that. We feel like we've earned it, be one of the best teams in the country. And obviously we're on the Final Four teams playing volleyball still. So, and any given night, like if you have your stuff, you can get the sweep. And, obviously you just got to battle back and just know the teams are going to bring it back to you. So who can push harder? And I think we push harder, towards the end of those sets. So, it's good volleyball. Just really proud of the guys and what they're doing. So hopefully we can ride this and continue into tomorrow. So.
Absolutely. Well, I've got with me Glenn DeHaven from Juniata and Rob Winger from Misericordia. They've got a couple questions for you. Go ahead, guys.
Perfect.
We had a chance to chat before the tournament, and you talked to me about how Tim Fuller is just the ultimate team guy. He made the sacrifice of moving in the middle, and he had such an efficient night offensively. When he's playing at that kind of level, how does that inspire your team to ignite just a level of energy that you might not have known you needed tonight?
Yeah, it does. It does nothing but help. I mean, what it does, if it makes people respect him, and then it frees up, our outsides, it frees up our opposites. So, early on today, it was like we wanted to run the middles and we wanted to get them going early so we can alleviate some pressure from the outsides. Obviously, our left struggled a little bit yesterday, but can we run our middles and just find ways to be efficient with that? And they did. And Tim, he finds the spots. He finds a way to find the court. And, again, I can't say enough good things about that kid because he didn't have to play middle this year. I mean, if you could have said I want to set, and then we would have no one playing middle. So in our practice gym right now, we literally have 2 middles. So they've been doing a great job this entire season, battling, just staying healthy and doing what we need. So,
Coach, congrats on your win. Back to winning in 3 sets. How important is that, having to turn around and play again tomorrow?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, everyone today won in 3 sets, so we got to do that. For us to be to be good and to be rested moving into tomorrow, those sets are awesome and they're valuable. You never want to play extra volleyball if you don't have to. And, even if you get the win in 4, it's another 25 points of volleyball that you necessarily don't want to play. So to get it done in 3 is amazing. It's huge. And, obviously, hopefully we can get back to the hotel, get some dinner, get rested, and obviously prepare for tomorrow, because Southern Virginia is a really good team, and they're physical, and probably the most physical team we've seen all season. So we'll have to do our homework and get ready for that next game. So,
Tim, go ahead if you got questions for Coach.
What can you say about volleyball in the Midwest after this? You got 2 teams from the NAC that are in the Final Four. You got 3 teams from within an hour of each other, and really all 4 teams in the Final Four are from the same region.
Yeah, I'm really good friends with JW at Carthage, and we talked about, getting to it and making the Final Four, and, making it all Midwest Final Four for, Dominican one today. It's been huge, and we see those teams, throughout the course of the season. So I think this proves that, in 2021 that Midwest volleyball is pretty good. And, I think we're trying to put ourselves on the map, and, it's just fantastic to have that camaraderie of those coaches and to see, our conferences doing so well. I mean, it's just fantastic. But I think, for people that don't know a lot about the Midwest, it just, again, puts us on the map, and you see that we can exhibit some good volleyball and do some really good things. So hopefully we can continue that trend tomorrow. So
how much does playing teams like that help you for this kind of setting in the tournament?
No, absolutely. I mean, we see Dominican twice throughout the season. So they're a tournament team. They're in the Final Four. We went to Carthage's place this year as well. So when we talk about scheduling and figuring out who we want on the schedule, we want to put teams that are going to challenge us and teams that can be there in the end. And, obviously we had some COVID issues in the beginning of the season, and the number one match that I had to get rescheduled was Carthage. And JW was giving me the hardest time to get him back on the schedule. I told him we were going to make it work, and we figured it out. So, but again, it's important to play those teams. If you want to be the best, you have to play the best throughout the season. And, we do it for our conference season to make sure that we are getting prepared for conference, the conference tournament. But now that we're on this national scale, it prepares you for who you're going to see when you're here. So.
Well, Tim stole my question about the Midwest, and you gave me your own little scouting report without any prompting on Southern Virginia. So I guess the last thing for me to do is congratulate you on making the semifinals and looking forward to seeing you play tomorrow at 7:00 against Southern Virginia. And that's 7 Eastern time for those that are going to watch this on Friday in the Salem Civic Center. So congratulations, Coach.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
No problem. You do me a favor, mute it up, and we'll slide Nathan in.
Yep.
All right. Nathan, go ahead and unmute yourself there. You hear me all right?
Yes, I can hear.
Sounds good. My name is JJ Nekloff. I'm with the Continental Volleyball Conference. I'll kind of lead you through the process here. I've got Rob Winger with me and Glenn DeHaven. They may have a question or two for you. And you've got your SID Tim in there who will also have a question for you. I've got this recording on my end, so if you're ready to go, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All set. Here we go. I have with me Nathan Klimish from Benedictine University. They just played in and won the 8th match of the 2021 NCAA Division III Men's Volleyball Championship here in Salem, Virginia. Nathan, talk a little bit about it, consistent across the board for your attack tonight and going up against a tough Lancaster Bible squad. What did you guys see out there?
Yeah, so we knew, like Coach said before, we knew what was going to be thrown at us before because we did our homework, scouting everything. And then once we got on the court, the players, we knew what to do, and we just had to have faith in each other. And we just had to trust our training. So we knew that Temple had to win the games. We had to establish our middles early to open up everybody else. So I think we did a good job sticking to the game plan, and that's how we scored points.
Going to Rob now.
Nathan, you talked a little bit about scouting and being prepared. How much of a focus was there in taking advantage of the matchup if you matched up against the Lancaster Bible Center, using your height and reach to attack a little bit of a smaller block on the right hand?
Yeah, so I knew, like you said, it's going to be a matchup. So we kind of knew going in that I had to use that to my advantage. And then when I swing, me and Coach always talk about just staying high and staying tall, use my height to my advantage. And I think I did a good job today doing that and not swing into the block, just trying to find space on the court that's not the hands. And again, trusting our training. We worked on that in warm-ups today, just reaching high and just swinging deep.
Tim, if you've got questions, go ahead.
Hey, Christian talked about the culture of this team. What does a match like this do, and how do you guys kind of, keep lifting each other up throughout the year?
Yeah, so being history the first time this team has made it into the tournament and making it this far, it just shows how much work ethic we put in together and how much we play for each other and how much we are a family. Because we realize it's not about us, it's about the guy next to us. We just play for them and just playing consistently and just playing with our heart out and for the joy and love of volleyball, which is why we are playing right now. So just playing with that love and dedication that we've been playing with our whole life.
So you're obviously a newcomer. Did you envision being at this point when you came to Benedictine in the fall?
I didn't envision it this year, but because of everything going on with COVID and just like the limits that we had going into it, I did not expect it my first year making it this far. But again, I think since I did think Tom and Mike, the seniors, did a good job leading us. And it's our last season. Okay, we want to go out hard, balling out. So I think they did a good job leading us in practices and other games, just having us play aggressively, and it worked because we are here right now. So I think I give all the credit to Tom and Mike leading us in the final season, what they want to see out of it.
Well, Tim and I have a mental link right now because he just stole my last question about you being a first-year player, getting through everything you had to get through this year, and now at least being a national semifinalist. So that right there is where I'm going to stop and congratulate you on reaching the semifinals, playing tomorrow, 7:00 p.m. in the Salem Civic Center Eastern time here on Friday. Congratulations there, Nathan.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, man. And I'm going to go ahead and stop recording right